Hi everyone, welcome back to our new video. This is our last recorded video of this academic year. Okay, last class, listen carefully. Okay, so let us move to our topic, that is which lesson we are discussing? We are discussing lesson 7, Internet Services. So we already discussed different uses of internet, ways to connect and the popular services. Today we are going to discuss electronic mail. Okay, electronic mail, that you all know, email. For what purpose we are using this email? Mainly for sending the messages to anyone we can use this email. In olden days we are using posting the letters through the post office and all, isn't it? And it will take time and all. But nowadays we all are using this email system, and within one click our message will reach in recipient's hand, isn't it? So this is the one of electronic mailing system, that is email. And here some advantages are given here for the email. The first one is it's a very cost effective and fast. Cost effective means if you have the internet connection, any number of messages to any number of persons we can send. So it's a very cost effective method, and it can reach any part of the world within a few seconds. Whether it will take a few days and all, no, within a time, within seconds it will reach in recipient's hand. It does not matter whether your message is in a single line or thousands of lines. Its area will be provided, and enough and more like thousands of lines essay you can type in this platform, and you can send it to any number of persons. Okay. Same messages can be sent to any number of persons. At a time itself you can send the same message to any number of persons also. Okay. And different email programs. If you are creating an email ID, different email programs are available, that you all know, that is Gmail, Yahoo Mail, Hotmail, like that way different email programs are available. So as you wish, you can create your email ID in any of this program. Okay. And here this Hotmail program, that is created by a Indian businessman, that is Sabir Bhatia. And if we create an email ID will be always same itself, and we can change the password, and always we need an internet connection if you want to use this email ID or email message. If you want to pass the message, you need the internet connection. Okay. And here multiple choice questions are given here related to this, page number 92. First one, dash means buying and selling any product online using the internet. What? Buying and selling the product means e-commerce. Option B, e-commerce. In that dotted line, write down e-commerce. Second one, you have to dash with an email program to receive an email account. If you want to create email account, what we have to do? First of all, you have to register in that. Okay, we have to create or register it. So option B, register. Okay. Then third one, dash is a folder that contains all the received emails. Where you can see all the received emails? You can see it in inbox. Okay. And fourth one, you can change your dash anytime you want. What you can change? Whether you can change the user ID? No. Always you can change the password on it. Okay. So password, option B, password. Okay. And let us learn how to compose and send an email. Okay. That is, to compose and send an email, here steps are given. The first step is open the website in which you have your account. First of all, you have to open the account. That is, if it is a Gmail account, you have to open Gmail. And you can see there one box will be available for entering the username and password. User ID, your mail ID and password. There you just type down your email ID or username. After that, click the next button. After that, a small box will be available for entering the password. Just enter the password and click the sign in button. Before sign in, you have to register. You have to create one email account and password. Then only you can follow up these steps. Okay, for opening the email. And after that, you can see inside, when your window open, your email account open, you can see your name on the right side of the window, and the left side you can see one button, compose button. Click that compose button. Then a dialog box will appear for creating a message. There you can see the receiver's email ID and the subject of the email, all the things, that is to whom you want to send, that person's email ID you can enter, and below that you can see the subject, that is what if you are sending an biodata or the any classes names, whatever it is, a simple short subject name you can give it, and after that finally you can click the send button for sending. Okay, so these are the steps for composing the email and sending. Got it everyone? Simple thing only. Okay. Next topic is nitty-gritty of internet. What do you mean by nitty-gritty? It's a new word for you, isn't it? Which means the rules and regulations that you have to follow while using the internet. Some things we all know how to use it. Simply we are opening and using some. If we are using something, if we are studying in the school itself, some rules and regulations are there and we have to follow for the proper working of the institution, isn't it? The same way itself in the internet also, we users have to follow some rules and regulations. That is known as nitty-gritty of internet. Okay. So, internet nitty-gritties, that we get general nitty-gritties that are obey copyright laws. Some copyrighted videos, all things are available in the internet. Don't use that particular thing. That is someone's property it is. Someone is creating it, that one. So, simply if we are taking that one and showing it yours, it's not a good thing, isn't it? If your friend draw a picture in your classroom itself, whether you will take that particular picture and give to your classmates or to any of the teacher saying it's my picture and all, whether your friend will like that one? No, it's not a good thing, isn't it? Same way itself, someone is creating a beautiful video or audio and simply if we are taking and using, it's not a good thing. Okay, so copyrighted, if it is someone's owner, if it is there, you have to ask the permission of the owner, otherwise you have to do the payment for accessing the things and all. Okay, so that is obey copyright laws. Beware of cyberbullying. What do you mean by cyberbullying? Cyberbullying means unwanted or threatening messages. All the things are happening through this internet. Is it? Through online, all things are blackmailing, all the things are happening. So, don't do such things to anyone and don't hurt anybody by using this internet services. That is cyberbullying. Okay. And next one, respect others. Social media platforms and all are available nowadays. Facebook, Twitter and all, Instagram, all the things, isn't it? So, through that, when posters will available, sometimes you can see below that comment sections are there. Simply we are commenting without looking or without thinking too much. Simply we are hurting someone by typing some comments and all. Don't do like that. Respect others' views and all. Okay. And be tolerant and careful, and be always you have to, not 1 or 3 are viewing this comments and all. Throughout the country, throughout the world can view your comments and also be careful while using this internet services. Okay. And some social network nitty-gritties are given here. The common general nitty-gritties we discuss and some social networking nitty-gritties. That means while using the social networking platforms or medias, we have to keep some things in your mind while handling the social medias, Facebook, otherwise YouTube. There also provision is there for commenting, isn't it? So, if you are using that, some of them you have to keep in your mind. That is the first one, screen name. That is simply if you are giving Facebook itself, you are giving your name and or it's not that much good enough. Don't, if you want to give your name, you can give your name only. Don't give your surname, otherwise full personal details in that. Okay, better like that way. Okay. So, because anybody can access your profile and they can view and they can misuse that personal details and all. Okay, better your name. If you want to give, you can give your name. Don't give your personal informations through that. Okay, and password. Don't share your password with anyone except your parents. Better you just share all the things. Whatever you are doing, just share with your parents. If you are converting a symbol to a symbol post itself, just say to your parents. One comment I just did, and someone commented on my post like that way. Okay, that's better. And password also, you have to change your password frequently. Okay, so no one can access your account easily. And next one, personal information. Be careful while sending your mobile number or your date of birth, all the things while sending, be careful. Personal information better don't share through the social medias. Okay. And next one, photographs and video. Now it's a trending. Whatever happening in that moment itself we are posting, isn't it? So be careful while posting and ask the permission of your parents whether we can send that picture, whether it is good or not. Okay. And just to share with your parents or elder ones. After that you can post your videos or photos. Why? Because now mainly for the girls itself, enough and more abuse cases are increasing through this using this social networking platform. So be careful while sharing your photos or videos, whatever. Okay. And online friends, be careful. So we can create the friends easily, but through the social media, we are not getting a direct contact with your friends. Simply the name or with the profile pic we are creating, and through soft words through the chatting, soft words we are creating our friendship. Okay. We don't have any direct contact with the friends. So be careful while creating the online friends. Okay. So these are all about the social networking nitty-gritties. Okay, next, email nitty-gritties. While handling the email, if you are handling the email messages and all, some rules and regulations you have to keep in your mind. The first one is use computer cursive. Be courteous and respectful to others while sending an email or chatting on internet. That is, it's a standard you have to keep in. The words, whatever it is, you have to keep a standard while sending the messages. Okay, do not shout. If you are sending the messages, don't shout to anyone. Okay, so normal respectful chatting you have to perform. Then pay attention to language issues also. Simply for if you want to send something, simple short forms we are sending. So be careful while sending the short forms and all. Okay, that is pay attention to language issues also. We are mixing English, Malayalam, Hindi, all the things together and we are sending. Okay. So be careful and check spellings and grammars also. Be careful, sometimes all can't understand your language, and also be careful while sending the messages. Okay. Then take a look before sending a message. So before sending or posting something to someone, just make one second, just check it, and after that you can send. Simple things only always we are doing. Okay, anyway, just keep in your mind, be respectful to others. Whatever we are, enough and more options are available, services or enough different services are available through the internet. Without internet we can't nowadays. The situations are going like that. So be careful, that much only I just want to say to you. Okay, it's not easy to, you can see in paper news and all, enough and more issues are coming. Okay, so it's not very easy to handle this networking issues and all, internet issues and all. So be careful while using and be close with your parents whatever you are doing. That's the main thing. Otherwise your elder ones, teachers, otherwise your parents, your elder ones. Okay. Otherwise lots of abuse cases are increasing. So be careful. Okay, and be close with your parents. Okay, so our lesson over this internet services. Moving to the exercise question section A. First one, name the things required for video conferencing. Okay, take page number 89. Page number 89, on the top you can see the things needed for the internet connection. That is things required for the video conferencing. Page number 89 on the top. Video camera, microphone, monitor, speakers, high-speed internet connection are the things required for video conferencing. Okay, just mark it, and this question you have to copy to your notebook. Okay, this quiz questions, 3 questions you have to copy to your notebook. And the second one, what is the other name of internet telephony? One slash along with the internet telephony, one more name given, that is voice over internet protocol. Write down there, voice over internet protocol, and in bracket you have to mention the short form VoIP. Got it? Okay. Third one, name the founder of Hotmail. Who is the founder of Hotmail? Sabir Bhatia. Okay, write down spelling, you can check in your textbook and write down. Okay. And fill in the blanks. First question, email, voicemail, online chatting are all methods of faster and cheaper means of communication. First one answer, communication. Okay. Second one, the word etiquette is derived from the words from the internet and etiquette. From the two words, this word etiquette came. So write down words internet and etiquette. Okay. Then third one, dash is the biggest network of computers, that is internet. Then fourth one, dash means buying and selling any product online using the internet, that is e-commerce. Fourth one, e-commerce. Then moving to the true or false questions. First one, Skype is very popular software used for calling through internet. We can use the Skype for calling. So that statement is true. Then second one, DSL allows to separate wires to carry data and voice signal. Separate cables we are using. So that particular statement also true. Third one, email is an expensive means of communication. Whether it is an expensive, in that advantages section itself, it said it's cost effective, isn't it? So that particular statement is false. In the email is an expensive means of communication. That statement is false. Fourth one, internet service provider is a company which provide internet facility to the users. It's true itself that ISP means service providers, company itself. So that particular statement is true. Then moving to the multiple choice questions. First one, dash is the most common form of electronic communication. Which is the common form? That is email. First option A, email. Second one, dash system sends voices through the internet. Here confusions may arise. Be clear with that. Option B, VoIP, voice over internet protocol. Option B, VoIP. Okay. Then third one, dash is a system that allows face-to-face conversation with the different people who are sitting at different locations. That is video conferencing, internet telephony, both A and B. Through the internet telephony and video conferencing also we can. So you can choose the option C, both A and B. Okay, choose the option both A and B. Both you can use for the video conferencing, isn't it? In internet telephony also video call option will be there, you can choose it. So both options are true only. So you can choose option C, both A and B. Okay, my dear children, copy the notes to your notebook, and this is I already told you, this is our last recorded class. Our portions over. Study well, and which all portions are there for your exam? 3 lessons are there for you for your exam, that is lesson 5, 6, 7. Okay, presentation software, special effects, introduction to Scratch programming, internet services. Okay, study well and be ready for the annual examination. Okay, so see you all. Thank you very much for the cooperation and for everything. Okay, so all the best for your exam. Thank you. Have a nice day.